Idiot's Talk Sports Show. Sports talk. Funny and uncensored.
Well, hello out there, world. How are ya?
It's a good day today.
How the heck are ya?
Such good timing.
This just in.
Sports.
Hi there, I'm Chance Del Fuego. With me is Mr. Steven Mann, behind the curtains, behind the scenes, pulling all the strings. We got Special K. We are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known to the world as Tits. And we are coming to you live here at the On the Border Studios here in Oklahoma City, atop the second floor, behind the bulletproof glass, in this windy state of ours. The wind where the meth comes sweeping down the plains. And the waving teeth, it sure smells not sweet.
Not sure what you're referencing on that.
Okay. The musical Oklahoma.
Not seen it.
Rogers and Hammerstein.
We're about to go on live.
I'm not originally from Oklahoma. I didn't grow up doing that shit.
Oklahoma is like one of the top musicals of all. You don't have to be from Oklahoma, Stephen. God.
Uncultured swine.
God. That'd be like, I've never heard the song New York, New York by Sinatra because I'm not from New York.
Have you ever seen the Wizard of Oz? You've seen that movie?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so yeah, in Kansas, you better fucking see that movie. It's like that's the movie. That's the Kansas movie.
Yeah.
That's the Kansas media. That's what we have given to pop culture.
Right.
That's what Oklahoma, the show, the musical Oklahoma is for you. That is your contribution to the pop culture. So you have to watch it. Oh, it's so big. It's one of the most popular of all time. Now you're from Oklahoma.
I'm not saying it's great. Stephen. Just say you should know of it or about it.
I know. Do you know what I know from it?
What?
Oklahoma. That's all I know from it. I know they say that at some part in it. People make jokes about it.
And we are the Idiots Talk Sports,
Emphasis on idiots.
also known as Tits. We're talking into, not sure how the sound is, but we think we're talking into a silver dong today.
I heard it for a moment here where we can test it.
Okay, how do we sound?
Very echoey.
So we're not talking into the silver
clear.
dong.
clear.
That's all right. I just like staring at it anyway. Once you go silver.
Try see if you can get it to come up.
Oh, hey. Hey, all
Yeah,
right.
come up. Yeah.
We're starting an
Come up.
OnlyFans thing right now. You don't know. Oh, somebody took their blue pill.
Someone's got a little excited.
We, on this fine April day, April the 25th, no less, the final Sunday of April, have got so much to talk to you about today. We got world of sports, world outside of sports, just lots to talk about.
Tons to talk about.
Hell yeah. We got some NBA shit to talk about. Did you know that there's teams that are already eliminated from playoffs?
Playoffs? No, actually, I
Playoff potential possibility. We can talk about that coming up. Oddly enough, the Thunder are not one of those teams just yet.
How?
Wow.
But super close.
They're
They're doing their best.
Oh, they're
Damn
trying.
it.
They're
They're doing
trying.
their best. They've only lost 13 straight, whatever. Which leads me to tell you as well, Del Fuego's pick will be coming up later in the show. I will
Villain.
talk about that here later.
Your streak is the exact opposite of the Thunder's streak, right?
Yeah,
Haven't
it really
lost
is.
in
It really is. Oh, on a roll.
He's a winner when they are losers.
Good. It feels good.
making so much money.
Yeah, making so much.
Dude,
I'm buying stupid shit now. I've got so much
Llamas.
money. I went to the zoo and went to the China area.
China area.
Now, I don't know. Does that sound bad?
I don't know.
They do have an area that is
Asian.
like a Asian China area.
Okay,
We'll call it the Beijing area, Shanghai.
Oddly enough, that sounds better, and I don't know why.
Right? Yeah. Why is it less racist if I specifically say Shanghai?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I personally haven't been to a zoo that's like, oh, it's the China area. I haven't really been
It's
to
the
that.
China area.
Oh, yeah.
They have elephants. They've got things specific to that region. And they have red pandas.
Oh, my.
So cute.
Oh my God, so cute. Oh my God.
They are cute.
And they had the three-legged one, and I was like, oh my God, are red pandas three-legged? This is so cute. Look at him. Look at, bless his heart. And then we looked at the one inside the glass, and he had 4 legs. Well, damn.
You feel like you just made fun of that first one. Like, oh,
Yeah,
boy,
I'm like, oh,
shit.
shit. But you do wonder how much we take for the three-legged one, because I got money. I got money to find out for myself. I don't want the zoo to tell me. I mean, I know they're like experts, but like, I want to find out for myself. They're so cute.
I think anything has a price.
How would the red panda interact with a German Shepherd? I don't know. I want to see. Anyway,
It's not Joe Exotic's zoo, though.
I want to start my own Arbuckle Wilderness.
You could buy the animals.
I want to start my own Arbuckle Wilderness, damn it. And to be fair, I was there this week. True story.
Oh, really?
Wasn't even planning on talking about this, but yes, Arbuckle Wilderness is very, very easy to make fun of right now. That place is a fucking shit show.
Is it?
Yes. And like, you go into the gift shop, and it's just dark. It's very dark. It's depressing. I've been in bars with like that were that happier than this gift shop. But then I was like, oh, while I'm in here, we're about to do the whole thing through the park. Let me go to the restroom. The restroom is. I took pictures. I don't normally take pictures of restrooms.
Wow.
But there's a
Neither do I. I don't think very many people do.
printed sign on the mirror that says, we sanitize and clean our restrooms every 15 minutes. And I'm here to tell you, no, they don't. They haven't cleaned and sanitized those bathrooms in
15 years.
maybe 15 years. Because like half their urinals had trash bags over them.
Yeah. Oh.
True story. The one I used
Didn't
still
work that
had a
bad.
pool of urine in it. Old urine, too. I'm not talking like I just missed the last guy that didn't bother to flush. I'm talking because I went to hit the handle, which taking my life into my own risk with that. It did not flush. I'm like, we need another trash bag. Ding, ding. We need another trash bag here. But yeah, anyway, Arbuckle Wilderness, some of the animals looked like Sarah McLachlan needed to start singing. You know what I mean? Like, donate. If you want to donate to animals, if you love animals more than people, and I know you people out there exist, donate to Arbuckle Wilderness. Because I got some animals out there that are looking pretty desperate. Really desperate. Like, there were some that started, once we ran, we made the mistake. We bought the 3 cups for $5. And I even warned, I was like, hey, we want to be really picky and choosy about feeding because we're going to get to the middle and I bet you we're going to run out of food. That's exactly what happened anyway. And sure enough, we're just kind of driving by like, sorry, little donkey, we're out of, and he's like now running along the car like, motherfucker, you're going to give me some fucking food. And I'm like, oh my God, man, I feel bad. He's all like mangy and shit. Anyway. So that happened this week. All that being said, I want a red panda.
You said you want a red.
All that being said,
Funny enough,
Let's not get away from what our actual topic is.
It specifically says that they make terrible pets. There's a sign at the zoo. It literally says that.
They make terrible.
Because they're so cute, everybody wants one.
hell yeah, I want to find out for myself. Man, maybe if you get 2 of them, maybe they're not so horrible of a pet, unless they gang up on you or some shit. I don't know. I don't know if there's power in numbers. They're like, skeet, motherfucker. Me and my red panda buddy.
So I don't trust people.
Me and 3 legs are about to.
I don't trust people that tell me what's a bad pet and a good pet. So I don't know how the fuck a pig could be a good pet. I always hear that. I was like, why would I want a pig or a pet? It's not like I can't even pet it.
Bacon.
So if you're gonna tell
That's
me that,
no longer a pet.
dude, if a red panda, I feel like you can train that properly to be actually a good pet. So I don't think their diet. I think their diet's pretty limited.
Ooh, red panda whisperer.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
That'd be a thing.
That'd definitely be a thing.
I'd do it. Spend my stimmy money, and my money I'm making off wagering. So yeah, that's coming up. All that coming back around full circle to say,
You got money.
Del Fuego Pigs 4-0. If there was a show, if there would have been a show last week, we would have been 5-0. I'll tell you about that later. And I'll tell you a little bit. We would have been 5-0. So we'll see if I go. Technically, it'd be 5-0. Now in my head, it'd be 6-0. But
I'll give you the 6-0.
There you go.
I'll give you that. I'll give you it.
But that's coming up here in the show. Scientists are creating human monkeys. What the shit? We may or may not talk about that. Will they still sling poo? I don't know.
Human monkeys, like Planet of the Apes style.
Yeah.
Rise of Planet of the Apes style.
Yeah, that's maybe coming up. Let's see. We will have a happy ending of the show. You're gonna love the photo. We're gonna talk about the infamous Champions League streaker. She's gonna be our happy ending for the day. I'm kind of giving away the sauce a little bit, but yeah, she's our. Be looking forward to that. She's gotten quite the following on
People
Instagram.
that don't watch it live are going to be like, zoom to the end of the video.
Right. Yeah, let me manipulate this here. There's a
So waste
team,
of time for that. Who wants to watch soccer?
professional soccer teim, since you brought up soccer, professional soccer team Schalke.
Shock.
Schalke.
Shulk.
S.
Shock.
Schalke. Schalke.
Shulk.
Schalke.
Shock.
How do their fans handle losing? Not very well. We'll talk about that. They come after their players. And I mean,
Soccer fans
you think we
are-
got big time fans here in the U.S.? We ain't got nothing.
They're
You think
insane.
Raiders fans are crazy?
I've heard European soccer fans are fucking insane.
Well, we're gonna take a glimpse today.
Like if a father were to disown their son if they see them wearing another jersey type shit.
Yeah. So that's coming up, and you don't have to like soccer to be interested in this. This is pretty crazy. Is Logan Paul going to fight Floyd Mayweather this summer? We're going to talk about that coming up.
I hope not.
And then, of course, his brother Jake Paul, fresh off of beating Ben Askren.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
see the fight. I just knew that Jake Paul won.
Fresh off that is now calling out a retired MMA fighter. We'll talk about that coming up. Is that going to happen?
Why is he boxing MMA fighters? He's not fighting boxers.
We'll talk about that coming up.
And by the way, actually, I have to change my mind. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Floyd Mayweather for Logan Paul, as long as it wasn't for a championship belt.
Why would it be for a championship belt?
I
Logan
don't
Paul
know.
hasn't earned shit.
Exactly. I'm like, but he's a champion. Like, he hasn't lost. He's only ever been a champion. He had to vacate it, so it better not be so for some damn belt.
Yeah. A guy in Italy was arrested for basically skipping work for 15 straight years. Is he a hero?
Epic.
Epic
I need
hero?
to know. I want to see it. I want to hear about that one.
Talk about that coming up. So let's talk about today. I think a couple of those things were actually sports.
Actually, that's a good round. They involve sports in some way. We're gonna take the ESPN route. We'll talk about anything because one thing's linked to sports.
Yeah, we'll talk about anything. I mean, right now, it's NBA season. We're starting to get close to playoffs. We got Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball going on right now. And fuck the Dodgers. And
Yeah, the fucking loaded Dodgers.
anything else,
Oh
really,
my
just
God.
whatever, right?
I didn't even realize how loaded they were until I just looked at the roster the other day. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're pure evil. They're like they're sneaky evil. You know, they're not as obvious as Hitler, but they're just sneaky evil.
They're not
Mussolini.
obviously Hitler.
They're a little more Mussolini evil. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because
that's the Dodgers.
Because everyone seems to forget about him, but they know he exists.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does not get his credit, you know, but he still got the kills. We did. Speaking of death, we did lose some here lately. Some big time rap stars.
I know of one. Is there another one I'm
These
forgetting about?
these happen in threes. These happen in threes. The big one was what he's referencing, DMX.
Yeah. I got
Uh,
like news reports on like every aspect of his hospitalization. Like,
Yeah, they did
It
the
was-
funeral
it was
service.
covered huge,
He was
yeah.
carried in a monster truck, which I thought was interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was what, yesterday, the day before, something like that. So a lot of love for DMX. It's kind of sad how he went out. The family was trying to protect, how he went out and things like that. But it, coroner report did come out. He did die of overdose. I mean, it was, it's not, don't hide it. It is what it is. Nobody's shaming anybody here.
No.
It was sad. It's sad to lose a
People,
guy.
people have problems.
People have problems. People deal with things.
He unfortunately lost a battle that a lot of people go through.
Sure.
It's very unfortunate, and I feel nothing but sorrow for him and his family. That was awful.
Yeah.
I feel very
So he passes at the ripe age of 50. Makes me wonder what he was on. I don't know. Who knows, man?
Who was the other two? Yeah, I didn't know.
I know one, but I don't know.
Oh, there's Black Rob. You heard of Black Rob?
Oh,
He had the famous song back in the day called "Whoa." Whoa! WHOA exclamation point.
That name kind of sounds familiar, but I didn't.
Are we able to pull up "Whoa" at all?
That was Joey Lawrence.
Yeah, no, that was That was Joey Lawrence. Whoa! But it's a little different in the song. But yeah, Black Rob. We lost Black Rob.
Black Rob.
That kind of sounds familiar vaguely.
Black Rob's kind of a deep dive. If you're in the know, you're in the know. If you're not, I mean, yeah, it's Black Rob.
I'm going to look him up.
Yeah.
I want to be in the know.
I'll try to see.
And before I pull up the third name, let's see if we've got "Whoa" on here.
Ad plan.
Yeah. I'm sure DMX has talked about it a lot, so I don't want to focus on it.
Yeah, I don't know this song.
That's it?
Well, it's the beginning.
Here,
Let's see if we got a catchy chorus.
Shit, diamonds and pearls, I mean. Should've seen the ice shining on the wrist. Now money ain't a problem, see my dough is like. Now my bank note when y'all dudes like. Lost the blue strip from 2/10 like. Money wanna be my blueprints, I'm like. Had to hit the brake on y'all brothers like.
I would love to pretend that I have and I know this song word for word, but I don't.
Rest in peace, Black Rob.
But R.I.P. Black Rob. Yeah, these things happen in threes. The third, and this is the latest, we did in fact lose Shock G. Shock G. You're like, Chance, who the hell is Shock G?
I just said that with
And
Black Rob.
I don't blame you for not knowing
I know
him
who Shock
as
G is.
Shock G. But you may or may not know him from the Humpty Dance.
The guy with the Humpty Dance.
That's him.
Like this guy?
That's
Like
it.
the lead singer? Oh, that's awful.
With the big nose.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say
And
that.
the big glasses.
That is so sad. I used to love this song when I was a kid.
Damn it. I need to look it up. Can you look up how Shock G died?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's funny. Like this just happened a couple of days ago. So we just lost Shock G, age 57. If you look at the recent photos of him too, he looks like Samuel Jackson in that one movie where he's on with the crazy hair and what's the white girl's name?
Christina Ricci?
Yeah,
That one?
He's got that crazy look like that. What's
well.
the name of that movie? Damn it! Yes.
Whoa, he has like the white stripes going on.
Yeah. Well, there he's all made up. I saw one where he was not kept. It was kind of, he had kind of let it go a minute. But yeah. Shock G.
Okay. How do you?
How'd he die? There we go. Humpty Dance is a trance of doing the hump. Digital Underground. Yep.
That's sad.
And then so he makes it longer than DMX. I feel like we are going to start seeing some rappers go.
In the 50s, though, that's crazy.
This is going to start being a thing. It's going to start making. We already
No
have
one
things in. No one knows.
No one knows.
Hasn't come out yet.
So he died in a hotel room in Tampa.
Wow.
We're told the cause of death is unclear, but there were no signs of trauma. Shock's father says authorities will conduct an autopsy.
English, whatever.
TMZ,
Yeah.
doing great work over here.
I know, we rely on them, yeah. But yeah, Shock G, dead, age 57, which is a miracle to me because, look, he brags about getting it on in a Burger King bathroom in the song. And I was just making fun of Arbuckle Wilderness's bathroom. Have you been in a Burger King bathroom?
Yes.
His immunity levels had to be pretty damn good. Like, just for him to stay healthy, yeah.
Is that what you saw?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to show them that. That's Shock
it's,
G. That's like,
Yeah,
if you want to see how Shock G looked recently.
that's Shock G. But yeah, Humpty Dance. He got on a Burger King bathroom. And he sings about it, so I feel like it was more than once. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he only admitted it to the once. I once got busy.
Once.
in the Burger
Yeah,
King.
I think.
Wow, he actually cleared himself on
And
that
he
one.
took
And
a
once he
song.
got
He
once
took
he got
some
famous, I bet that became a normal thing. I bet groupies were wanting to, because of the song, do it again in a Burger King bathroom again.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to.
Yeah.
I would think so.
He said he always gonna do
Groupies
it
are
once.
weird, man. Groupies would, I'll only do you in a Burger King bathroom. He's like, all right. Dun, 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 dun. And with the shit on, too. You not looking like that. You better have the glasses and the nose.
Tickle my rear, baby.
I want to interview a groupie. Because now I'm
Like a form of role play, man. You know.
I want to know the psychology of a groupie now.
Yeah, because if you look at him like that, you're like, that ain't him. And then he puts on the thing, oh, it's Humpty. Yeah. Time to, I don't want to fuck Shock G. I want to fuck Humpty. Anyway. So, RIP, that's what's going on right now. 3 rappers down.
I want to know his
They
real
go in
name.
threes. Oh, his birth name is Shock G.
I shouldn't even look it up because that's what it should be.
That's his mother's given name on the birth
I feel like
certificate.
I feel like I don't even want to know now. You know what? I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Like I did know. A part of me still wants to know, but no.
Yeah, Raymond or some shit. Shock G.
Probably like
Shut-
Clifford or something.
Cool. All right. Yeah, Greg. R.I.P. Oh, man. Yeah. So there's that. Also,
Gregory.
is it Gregory?
Gregory.
Oh, shock,
I
shock
figured.
Gregory.
I'm like, wait a minute. If it's Shock G, there's got to be a G in there somewhere. Damn it.
Gregory
Yeah.
Edward Jacobs.
Oh God. Yep, that's it. Oh my God. Hey, your opening photo, I need to let you know, opening photo is of the proclaimed world's hottest weather woman. Her name is Janet, and that's a soft Y. Janet Garcia. It's not like Janet Garcia. It really is Janet.
Where in the world
Making a
does she
play on words.
look at weather?
I don't even know that she honestly does. She does work TV, but she, like what country? Or what?
Where? Spain.
We would like
Yeah, I
to,
think
he
it's
would
Spain.
like to see her product, is what he's saying.
Absolutely, yeah. Where is it raining in her world? You know, but Anna Garcia, there were some headlines. This is just some culture stuff. She was broken up with. You'll love this, Steven. She was broken up with a famous video game player, by a video game player.
Really?
She was dating a video game player.
Really?
Which is his job. That is his job, is to play video games.
Yeah, some of those guys are millionaires.
He's a professional Call of Duty player.
That's a thing.
It's a thing. His name
Yeah.
is Douglas Phase Sensor with a capital Z.
He's a phase guy. Oh my god. So
Douglas Phase Sensor Martin.
Phase is like an organization of video game players.
Thank you for that inside knowledge. I would never know that
They're
shit.
called Phase Clan.
Phase Clan.
I'm not even.
Oh,
lying.
fuck.
I'm
Wait,
not
hey.
even. I'm not even.
They
lying.
start getting hoods out, motherfucker. Okay, look.
I'm going to share another photo of
Please show another. So this dude,
she went with
this
that
video
guy.
gamer broke up with her, by the way, so that he could focus on the new Call of Duty game, and so he could continue his pro career in specifically Call of Duty gaming.
So no. He broke up with her.
He broke up with her, Stephen Mann.
With her.
Hey.
With her.
Okay. He's an idiot, but I will say you can be millionaires. Like you can be a millionaire doing this shit now.
Well, it sounds like he probably already is.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Why can't he have his cake and eat it too?
I
Why
don't
has he got to
know.
break up with her?
I don't know.
Why can't he be like, you have your career, tell the weather?
Exactly. You can live lives still. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she hated the video gaming.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't,
But if it's your job and you're making that kind of money,
yeah.
I don't know, man. It's wild. Anyway, breakups happen all the time.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd bring it up, and that's our opening photo of the show. So there's that. It did officially come out. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather are going to fight June 5th. It'll be on Showtime pay-per-view. So there's that. We did have the recent Jake Paul fight with Ben Askren, which was a joke. But if you've watched it, or if you've seen Twitter or anything, everybody's calling it just a rigged piece of shit.
That's what I heard. Like, I didn't watch it at all, but that's like I saw that a lot of people think it was like it was.
If you watch it, and if you see the before, and if you see the after, like the interviews and the shit, you just got that vibe from Ben Askren, like he got his payday. What up? What we got? I got this big bush in my way.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Brought to you in part by Manscaped.
That's what she said.
I got this big bush in my way. I can't stick my head. But I can't see him at all. This is crap. Well,
It's
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So, but yeah, afterwards, Ben Askren's just incredibly happy. He's with his wife. They're leaving. You can just tell. This isn't like a fighter that just lost. Like, damn it, oh, I can't believe I lost that YouTube guy. Even in the post interview, he kind of is laughingly making fun of himself for losing to a YouTube guy. But you can just tell that it didn't really bother him. It's like, dude, because you took the fall first round.
It's first round.
This is the same guy who, by the way, in UFC, when he was in shape, by the way, he comes into this just, I mean, he's jiggly. He's Jigglypuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Ben
Not
Askren was
trained.
jiggly, man. That dude was definitely retired. And when he was doing UFC, that dude was getting fucking pounded and still staying in the fight. You're telling me he takes one shot from fucking Jake Paul and like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm out. I can't do this. Plus, he does get back up, and then the referee does oddly kind of stare at him a little bit and then waves it off like, oh, that's it. The whole thing looked fucking rigged. The pre, the middle, the post, whole thing looked rigged. And it's just like, dude, fight somebody. He should have taken on somebody that really does want to fight him, which is Nate Diaz.
Oh,
I would believe
yes.
that. I would believe that. Nate Diaz
get
would
murdered.
not just go for a payday. He would not throw a fight. That dude doesn't even give a shit. He would donate his money to charity just to fight his ass. He would just go in there to kill him. And that's why Jake Paul's like, nah, I'm good. I'm not fighting that guy.
No. Nate Diaz, I would love to see that fight.
I would too.
Dude.
And by the way,
That
Nate
would be-
Diaz is no longer in his prime, and I know would kill.
Yes.
Jake
Oh, he
Paul
would kick
now.
his ass.
Yeah,
Like, it wouldn't-
absolutely.
like, it wouldn't even be a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So June 5th, Showtime, his brother Logan Paul, is fighting supposedly
Yeah.
fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Logan Paul was actually just in WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
He got stunned by not you know what I mean by stun, right? Like hold stone stunning.
Yeah.
He got stunned not by Steve Austin, but a guy that's been using it these days, who's like kind of big right now. But yeah, he was just in WrestleMania.
Wow.
So like I'm saying, I think that this fight was already set up, and that's why they did it to promote it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Last night was UFC 261. Jake Paul was there to watch that, of course. Now, a day or two before he was interviewed, there was this awkward interview where he basically calls out Daniel Cormier,
Who does?
Jake Paul.
What are you doing?
Now,
Suicidal.
Yeah, so Jake Paul's calling out Daniel Cormier, which is weird. So last night in UFC 261,
I'm sorry. One moment.
yes,
Cormier
Yes.
went toe to toe
Yes.
with arguably the greatest UFC fighter of all time, John
Jones.
and John Jones. And
Twice.
he's got to be more than like 50 pounds away from Jake Paul. 40.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier is one of the greatest fighters of all time in UFC, at least.
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
But I mean, not a boxer.
Oh, come
More of a
on.
wrestler. He's more of a wrestler.
Still.
But
He-
Jake
he
Paul
knows how to
calls
be in a
him
fight.
out. He calls him out. So last night, UFC 261, Daniel Cormier is also there to watch the UFC fights. So Cormier, WWE style, confronts Jake Paul. See how now with this shit, you start to question the
Is it even
validity of this
legit? Yeah.
bullshit. Because Cormier gets in Jake Paul's face, and there's some back and forth, which leads you to believe, oh, could these two be fighting in the future?
Oh, my gosh.
Cormier should be able to easily nail this dude. But I don't know anymore because
Maybe?
that Askren thing was such a shit show. It was so obvious it was rigged.
WWE all over.
It does. It feels that like last night that confrontation felt WWE-ish. It really did. There's no way around it. So I don't trust it until he gets his ass beat by somebody that doesn't give a shit. Because Cormier's retired from the UFC.
Yeah.
But would Cormier want a payday? Yeah. Of course he would. He's retired. He knows he's not going to,
He has a job, though. He's an analyst.
Yeah, but is it going to pay that kind of money, though? Right? No.
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, yeah. So it worries me on that level. Because basically Jake Paul is seeking validity. He wants to keep saying, I keep training, I'm proving myself here. I just beat that fighter, that Ben Askren guy. That was a real fighter. Yeah, was. But he didn't come out to really fight, though, did he, motherfucker? Anyway, and so he's trying to seek validity, and so he keeps raising the bar on the fighters he's going to fight. Well, here's that Cormier guy. He was a champion, right? He's retired. If Cormier can throw the fight and I win that, hey.
If they fight and Jake Paul beats Cormier, then yeah,
100% rigged.
100% rigged. I mean, it's probably already rigged with Ben Askren because I feel like Ben Askren was chosen specifically because he's a washed-up fighter.
And he was never, Asker was never really a champion or on that level.
Yeah.
But he was a tough guy. He was a good fighter.
Yeah, so like I said, I feel like he was handpicked.
Yeah.
But-
so you can still make a case that he really did lose because he was washed up.
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't the best.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
he
at
was
least,
pudgy.
But-
at least
Don't
made
get
a
me
little bit of
wrong, the
sense.
dude was pudgy. You see pictures of that
Look,
match when he comes into the
Cormier-
ring like, fuck, dude.
But Cormier was a champion.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Yes. Elite.
Well,
he was
yeah.
elite. He was
Yeah. He was the second best fighter of his time.
Right.
And he was number one, but only because the first one wasn't fighting anymore. John Jones. But
Who's considered
probably
potentially the greatest of all time.
yeah.
The GOAT.
Who's I consider him to be.
I would think so, minus the cocaine. Hell, maybe
Usman,
with the cocaine.
Usman right now, he's been up an argument.
Hey, speaking of Usman, I'm glad you brought his name up. He fought last night.
Yeah. Fought Jorge Masvidal.
Masvidal, which is a rematch, by the way. The last time they fought, and last time they fought, it was because there was another fighter that went out because of, I can't remember if it was injury or the Rona or what. But Masvidal, off of no notice, was able to come in and took him to the wire, but Usman wins by decision. So they get the rematch last night. People were calling for the rematch. It doesn't go so well for Masvidal.
No.
Usman knocks him the fuck out. And I have a theory about that because that tends to happen.
When you do last minute fights?
When you do a last minute fight, the other fighter usually wins, but it does usually go the distance. And my theory about that is they haven't prepped for you. So they don't know what they're getting themselves into. So they're spending those rounds trying to figure you out on the fly.
They're able to prep for you, just not as much as they want
Not as
to.
much as they would like. Because remember, they usually will prep for weeks or months.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's literally days. And so now he's getting into the ring. And a Masvidal might fight differently than whoever he was going to fight the first time beforehand. And so you have to change your strategy, definitely. Because if he's more of a wrestler or a ground guy, you definitely got to change your defense the way you're going to fight him.
Was this a rematch?
It was a rematch,
Okay.
and Usman this time knocks him the fuck out.
Well, they already announced Usman's next opponent. You see that?
Who?
Dana White. Kobe.
He's going to fight Dana White?
No.
Hell yeah. I'm watching that shit.
I would too.
Dana White gets in the ring. Sorry.
Kobe Covington.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
That'll be a good fight.
That should be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight.
Yeah.
But then the other noteworthy thing from last night's UFC, if you did or did not watch, if you like the gruesome, check it out. If you don't. But Chris Weidman last night.
Oh yeah, okay. I heard about it. But I
And
didn't see it.
and it's ironic because the same thing happened. Remember with Anderson Silva
Yep.
when they were fighting. He goes to do the leg kick and he catches the knee. Bam! Leg snaps in half right there. Disgusting. Right? I mean, gone. There's nothing. You're done. You're done. So.
Well, I mean, like, he's like, it's still on him, but it's just
No, it's
like,
on him,
but
it's dangling.
Yeah.
Like it's snapped.
yeah.
And so so Silver did that on Chris Weidman's knee. Weidman last night has it happen to him against I already forgot who he was fighting.
Crazy that it worked like that.
But that is really weird. Same leg,
Yeah.
same positioning.
Like karma, it's like because Weidman.
Nah.
I don't know if it's like karma, but like Weidman
Yeah.
was considered like one of the like really up and coming. He was like undefeated against Silva, and then Weidman just chopped off after Silva.
Yeah, and so last night he goes to do a leg kick, catches that knee, bam, and then just snap right there in that shin part of the leg, and just dangle time. He goes to the ground, of course. I mean, you can't. It's not like you just keep standing now, but
Dangle
like
time.
dangle time. But it was gross. If you like gross stuff, you can check it out. You can find it somewhere. Believe
That's
me.
what we're calling our like injury watch.
And what's funny, I didn't have the pay-per-view last night, but I did on the previous one. We were talking about the Silva Weidman fight, but on pay-per-view, they don't shy from it. They show the replay over and over and fucking over again on pay-per-view. So I know the video exists out there. You can find it if you're into that shit. I'm not. I didn't. I heard about it. I saw the right before. I was like, no thanks. I know how this ends. I know how this ends. I saw, you seen one snap like that, you've seen a few. So.
Actually, I haven't seen it. I've seen the Silva one once. I was like, oh, and I'm like, oh.
It's humbling.
Oh.
It is immediately humbling.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's like that one and the Sean Livingston one gets me. I don't know if you guys ever seen Sean Livingston when he fucked up his knee. Oh, that's disgusting. I haven't seen the Paul George one, but I heard that was really bad too.
Oh,
You
yeah,
can
the
literally
Olympic
see
deal.
bone pop out of his knee or whatever, his leg, whatever it is.
Yeah, it was bad.
I haven't seen it, but
Yeah, it was full throttle.
I don't want to see it.
Yep, it was bad. I remember.
Oh, the Joe Theisman? That's the classic.
Yeah, that's the classic. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was on network. That was on national television.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad. So,
His thighs, man.
Man.
Yeah.
thighs, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, he didn't have any much thighs after that, man.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're in the time of the show.
You just rolled your eyes, basically.
Broken leg and all. Jeez. I didn't even mention this earlier, but I didn't mention our sponsor earlier, but I'm going to mention it now. I know.
Oh, you didn't?
Well,
I didn't
he's
even
probably going to cancel us anyway because
realize.
there's a heavy theme of our sponsor today. I'm just going to say that. How about
Okay.
that, Steven?
Okay.
There is a heavy theme for our sponsor
I like theming.
today. We are brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick.
Of course. Of course.
Not by Vampax or anything else. We are brought to you in part by
It brought you in full.
in full.
Oh, that's
by
our
Matthew
main
Broderick.
sponsor? Like
Yeah, he's the number one. He put some big money in.
Exclusive.
Exclusive money in
wow,
today.
he has more money than Shatner panties money?
Yeah, he's
Damn.
bigger than Shatner panties money.
Damn. Okay.
I don't even know that he's got really a product to sell. That's the thing.
He's just doing it.
Yeah.
He's just put the word out.
Yeah. Wow. So, Matt, we are brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. If you watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off in reverse, you can hear the sound of Satan, the devil. Just to clarify, Satan, the devil, saying, "Dear God, make it stop. Can we watch Pretty in Pink or something? This guy is fucking torturing me."
He tortures the devil.
Yeah. In high school, Broderick was voted most likely to be a perpetual understudy. Ha! The joke is on all of us. Little do we know, Matthew Broderick grew up in a little town somewhere in the United States. We don't really know where. We don't really know where he gets the money to pay writers to promote him, such as these. Sure, we could easily check it out on IMDb or Wikipedia, but for $12.50 an hour, we feel confident he'll never hear this promotion. Anyway, our bet is that Broderick was not a great child. Again, no research to back this up, but who would really argue? He was probably something of a piece of shit from the moment he was born. Rumor has it that his mother insisted that the doctors destroy him with fire. Broderick grew up with the difficulty of having no visible genitalia and attempted to compensate for his lack of manhood by way of acting in school plays and driving a Dodge Neon. He had a tough time getting roles. In fact, he had to work his way up to non-speaking parts by sucking off the drama teacher after school. Finally, it took submitting himself to being passed around as a human toilet in a highly disgusting Epstein-type sex traffic circle for the drama teacher to get him his first speaking role. You following along?
I'm trying to.
Many critics have said of Broderick's voice, quote, "That is shrill and whiny. I could easily see him being forgotten one day, or maybe living in a tent somewhere near Broadway. Not off Broadway, but like very off Broadway." End quotes. Little did Broderick know that it would take a lot of asshole licking to make his way to his breakout role, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. No amount of therapy would ever help Broderick recover from the unspeakable acts he was required to land the Bueller role. But as luck would have it, nobody seemed to see how incredibly unremarkable his acting was. Maybe people were hard up for entertainment. Maybe his target audience was mostly unassuming children. Whatever it was, his role as Ferris Bueller ushered in a wave of terrible movie after terrible movie. Sadly, the sexual favors were still necessary as he progressed, especially for his role in Godzilla and Inspector Gadget. Rumor is that he was asked to suck off Marlon Brando's dog to play his unremarkable role in, quote, The Freshman. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
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 Yeah.
Should I?
It's got Marlon Brando.
Apparently.
Considered one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah. I don't think you've seen the movie either.
I've seen The Freshman.
Oh.
But it's shit. It's been. How old are you? It's probably been that long. In any case, Broderick needs your help today.
Do you actually want me to say you're my age?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I like my mental capacity right now. The connections he gained when he married his horse-faced wife aren't just landing from the gigs he'd like. Broderick is now asking for your contribution. Oh, here we go.
I was wondering where this is all going to lead to.
If you can please go watch a Broderick movie, it would go a long way to help his career. Yes, we realize you'd rather jump into a swimming pool full of razor blades. But could you imagine a world without Matthew Broderick? Okay, yes. You probably can. So can we. But for real, let's all pray he walks into traffic.
Wow.
Matthew Broderick.
What was the line where he was voted most what to in school? What was the
Most
line?
unassuming or the most...
I've never heard that. That was really
Oh,
clever.
most likely to be an understudy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
That's
So,
great.
Matthew Broderick. That's who we're brought to you by.
That was more like a special report.
That was a really long commercial.
Like
by the way.
investigative
I
special
know, I
report.
feel like I'm pointing out the obvious here, but that was a really disgustingly long commercial for Matthew
You
Broderick.
have no idea how much money he.
I think I need to
Okay.
know what kind of money he put in for that much. That was a lot.
You should really get a hold of our manager.
Yeah, man, our writer needs some editing. Jeez. So, all right, I don't know if you've been keeping up at home. I know here at Tits we have, but Del Fuego's picks. I want to talk about that for a second. Going into last week, I was 4-0. Right? 4-0. I had.
Well, not last week.
Going into last week, I was 4-0.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Basically, I told you who to choose. 3 of the games in the NCAA tournament, including the third one being the national championship game where Baylor upset Gonzaga.
And then you picked every upset, by the way.
I picked every upset, not just the spread, but I even went as far as to say they will outright win the game, and all 3 of them did. Which is extra. It's like icing on the cake. I love it. Then, the week before, I said the Thunder are playing 4 games this week. I guarantee they will win at least 3 out of the 4 against the spread. Against the spread, they will.
That's true.
Yeah. So that turned out to be exactly right. Well, that wasn't my actual pick. My official pick was they will lose to the Golden State Warriors by more than what they were supposed to, right? Golden State was favored by 11. They end up losing by 38 points.
And you also picked the Pistons, didn't you? Against the Thunder.
Not officially, but
Okay.
yeah. I was looking into that. I could tell the Thunder are obviously taking, as they've lost 13 in a row now. They are taking a dump right there on the floor. And so last week, I was going to double down on my 3 out of 4. They had already, there was one they didn't make the spread on, but I was going to double down on my 3 out of 4. And last Sunday, I was going to choose them to lose by more than the spread against the Raptors. That was going to make me 5-0, but we didn't have a show, so it's not official. So I don't know if that counts.
I'll say it counts.
But technically, I would have been 5-0. If you're listening to my advice, do you realize what you're doing right now monetarily? You're just taking your Biden money and you are now growing. You're starting to make Kardashian money, right? 5-0. Jeez, I'm almost scared to throw out a prediction anymore. I gotta lose eventually, right?
No, you gotta keep going.
But I gotta keep going.
You gotta keep going.
I got to keep going. So, with all of that said, and by the way, and going into this week, you don't know this again because there was no show, but I was a little bit, what's the word? Trepidatious? Who? I knew that Vegas was catching up to this trend about the Thunder this week. And so the first game of the week, they're facing, I wrote it down. They were facing the Wizards. The Wizards were favored by 12. And I'm like, I don't like that. Washington Wizards win 119-107.
Wow.
So there wasn't even a right side to that. Interesting as that. Now, then they played again on Wednesday. Indiana favored by 9. Indiana wins by 6. Then Friday night, they play Washington again. It's weird how they do that.
Very weird.
This time, Washington favored by 9, but they come in. Westbrook, another triple-double. They win by 20, 129 to 109. So, do I stick with the Thunder? What do I do here? What am I going to pick? What am I going to do? When do the Thunder play again? Did they play again today? They don't. They play tomorrow night. But who do they play? They play the Philadelphia 76ers on the road. They've had a couple of days off. There was no line yesterday. I'm looking to see right now if there's a damn line and if Vegas is sleeping or not. Because I can tell you right now what's going to happen. If I can get this phone to freaking hurry up and not try to sell me some shit.
I might be able to get you.
It's trying to sell me. It's trying to sell me ESPN Plus when I already have ESPN Plus. Don't you hate when that happens?
Yes.
Like I think, yeah. Like I got AT&T Internet, and then it started trying to sell me on AT&T Internet. I'm like, I already bought you, dumbasses.
They don't have a line.
There's no line for tomorrow night's game.
That I see.
I don't like that. But there are some significant players out, by the way, tomorrow night for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. Well, Ben Simmons is definitely out. Embiid is day-to-day. So, you're telling me there's no...
On ESPN, there's not showing one. So, I mean, maybe on an actual, like, betting site.
You're right. There's no... No, they're giving nothing. So, is there a game today that does not involve the Thunder?
Oh, yeah.
Do I go on a limb? 2:30. We're an hour and a half away from this game. It's the game of the day. The Phoenix Suns at Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets.
That's actually a good game.
That's a great game. It's in Brooklyn. Brooklyn favored by 1.5.
They're both hot right now.
Suns are hot. Nets are hot.
You don't want to pick that game?
I don't know. Do I want to? I want to do this on the fly, man. 1.5.
Are you gonna risk your?
My streak?
Yeah.
Like that? No.
You can still pick the game tomorrow. Just pick an outright winner. If you know what's gonna happen, that doesn't matter what the line is.
Well, I just don't know how smart the Vegas is going to be on this line. Obviously, the Thunder are going to suck. Right?
Obviously.
I feel like at this point, what did I say? They've lost the last 12 or 13 in a row.
Let me look up the Caesar Sportsbook.
Yeah, I want a line. Hate going all in without a
There's
line.
literally no line. Look.
Damn. Wow. Yeah, there's not much else to pick against either. So, you know what? And the 76ers are great at home. Their home record's fantastic. So,
Take the 76ers no matter what the spread is.
take the 76ers no matter what the spread is. I'm going to go with it.
Even
I'll go with it.
Even with players out.
It's official.
Even with players out.
Even with players out. And Thunder have had a couple of days to walk it off or whatever. I'll just go with the trend. See what happens. Shit. Do I feel great about that one? Nope. But there you go.
Wow, I really banked on Vegas doing their job.
Yeah, that's right.
I bet they're trying to figure out what happens today with all
They're
of today's
trying
games.
to figure out the odds
Yeah,
of
they
that
won't
game.
give it till the day of now. It's like, with NBA basketball, shit, man. It's crazy.
They don't know what to do with the Thunder.
No, well, when you're, okay, all right, hang on. You know another team that's fucking tanking? Let's look at theirs. And let's see if there's a score today or not. Or if they're playing today. The Houston Rockets.
They're
Who
not
bought-
playing. They're not playing today.
They're not playing today?
No.
Are they playing tomorrow?
There's no line on
Oh,
it.
there's no line on it. Fuck. Suck a dick. Shit.
The Magic and Pacers are playing today. Indiana's favored by 5.
I don't want any piece of that.
Yeah, that's a good. That's basically probably close to a 10.
I don't want any of that shit. Take the 76ers tomorrow night, whatever the spread is. Let's go 5-0, 6-0, whatever you want to call it. There it is. That's happening. So you're welcome. You're welcome, people. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. It's going to happen. So there's that. Have you looked at the NBA? Are you looking at NBA standings right now? We can stay on NBA discussion.
I was a moment ago. I'll go right back to it.
Okay. Because right now you've got, of course, Utah's still got the best record in the NBA.
Yeah,
the Suns have got the second best record in the NBA right now.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
a hot regular season team right now. Don't know if they're going to be great in the playoffs or not just yet.
Wow, the top 3 in the West have the best records.
Yeah.
Well, no. Yeah. Top 3. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Wacky, wild, cool
West
stuff.
is powerful. It was stronger again as always.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Brooklyn's number 1 in the East with 40 wins.
Yeah.
Philadelphia's number 2 with 39. So that's who the Thunder are playing tomorrow.
Yeah. And then team on fire right now is the Knicks have won their last 9. Did you know about that? What's their record, overall record now?
The Knicks?
The Knicks have won their last 9. They were partying the streets.
34-27. That's really good for the Knicks.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic for the Knicks. What were they 4th, 5th in the East?
They are
6th,
4th.
They're 4th in the East. That's big time, man. They're so starved for good basketball in New York right now. That's a big time deal.
Did you see that Zion actually just signed, like, for the first athlete since Jordan to sign for Nike and Jordan?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's having a hell of a sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though the Pelicans are still on the outside looking in on the playoffs. So, I don't know. Is he that great? He can't even take his team to the playoffs.
Well, he's young. I mean, heck, Michael Jordan couldn't even take his team to the playoffs. Well, no, yeah, he did. He just lost in the first round every time in the playoffs.
Steven, you know what they say about excuses? They're like assholes.
Everyone has them,
They're-
and they stink.
Yeah, but you would think if Zion's that great. I don't know. Wouldn't they be at least an 8 seed or something? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's just a highlight reel. Maybe that's all he's getting.
Well, he's averaging 27 points a game for a sophomore. That's
lame.
that's lame.
He's just not getting any help, that poor guy. Oh.
That's not true. He actually doesn't have a horrible team around him. They're all young guys, but they're not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too young is the problem.
Okay.
Clippers
have won 9 out of their last 10.
They have Steven Adams. I forgot they had Steven Adams.
Yeah, Pelicans have Steven Adams.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Clippers have won 9 out of their last 10, so they're doing pretty well in the West. Looking like a team that's going somewhere. We'll see how that goes when time really counts. I've lost my faith in them a bit, so I don't know about the Clippers. Definitely don't believe in Utah. Fuck them. Phoenix is really intriguing to me because we really don't know, to be honest. They got hot during COVID at the in Orlando in the bubble, and then they still didn't make the playoffs because it was too little too late. And so now we've just seen them win and win and win. So when playoffs time comes now, we're going to see them for real, for the first time. So I think that's going to be intriguing to look at when that comes. I'll be kind of interested in what the Phoenix Suns are doing.
Yeah,
For them. Chris Paul doing a great job in Phoenix, man.
They've just been hot.
Solid.
Yeah, no, they've been great, man. They're tearing it up. Chris Paul is like really proven himself to be, like he was with the Thunder last year, and they looked really good as a team, playoffs, and I mean he's anywhere he goes. Yeah, I don't know, man.
He should stay the rest of his career in Phoenix, honestly.
Yeah, and then Houston, when he was in Houston, I mean they were basically an injury away, really his hamstring injury away from beating down the then it looked like unbeatable Warriors and moving on to the NBA Finals. But then
No, I agree. I think that
hamstring injury went down, and then it was just like, well, fuck.
That would have been a series. Like I watched the conference series. That That could have went.
Well, they were up
7 games.
3-2, and then that hamstring went out, and c'est la
that
vie,
would've-
man. They could have pulled one of those games out. Houston could have. So, I don't know, man.
That was a good team back then. That was a really good team.
Yeah, well, and the Golden State team was considered an all-time great. You know, like one of the tops. So,
Hey,
yeah.
was that pre or during Durant?
That was during Durant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was damn good. Yeah. So, soccer. European football. If you're watching this show, you probably don't.
I don't.
Because we don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, bunch of pissed off Shock fans basically stopped the team bus and chased the players while throwing eggs at them
What?
after being relegated. You know what relegated means? What does relegated mean in European soccer? Soccer terminology.
I'm assuming it's at the end of regulation, but
Yeah, probably.
I really don't know.
They lost to Armenia Bielefeld, right?
Never heard of them.
Anyway. Yeah, some of these terms, basically they lost. I think that's the key. Right. They had to flee. That means they had to get out of the bus. They were so scared of being inside the bus from this angry mob. So it wasn't like 3 or 4 dudes. They felt the need in the fight or flight mode to get out of the bus
That's scary.
and run.
Must flee.
Now, I don't know. I didn't realize I had some video. I don't know what this shows, but let's, I'm just going to kind of go with the flow here, see what happens here. Maybe this is from a distance. There's a fire. It's nighttime. Oh, yeah, they're fucking running. Look at that.
What is going on?
Yeah. Look at all those people running after them. Shit. Thank God the soccer players are in better shape, right?
No kidding.
Yeah, that's why you train for the long haul. They're chasing their own players. They were being attacked with eggs, which is interesting. What if fans here in the United States started like chasing down these celebrity athletes with eggs? You wouldn't see that shit in the United States.
No.
What if the Lakers lost like a playoff round and people started coming at LeBron with some fucking eggs? Think about that for a second.
It's in fires next to the.
You don't think
cheap bus.
LeBron would have a security team going, I don't think so. They probably wouldn't home down, but like
Open fire. That would be bad.
firing squad, don't come at us with some eggs, man. But say like that. We treat ours with such celebrity, where theirs, it's different. It's not the same. It's not quite celebrity. I mean, it could be as long as they win, but it's just different level.
It's like
obviously.
you're holding the pride of whatever you're representing there. I believe.
Yeah, they don't sit there and cry about it. They don't punch out their TVs like, some sissies, some pussies. They actually come after the team with some damn eggs. You know
Like
what I'm saying?
a real man.
Like a real man. They're not sitting there going, oh man, my team, every time, they just find a way to... No, they're like, motherfucker,
You better be fucking.
I bought these eggs. These are eggs from an actual chicken in my yard this morning. Yeah. Oh my God. What's funny is, yeah, you have fireworks going off at the same time. You saw the fire.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what else, if I can uncover any other details here. But yeah, it destroys. Oh God, I get rid of the sound there too. But it destroys any of our rivalries, including college football for sure. Let's see. No word as to if any of the players were injured by an egg, or if it's one of those when life hands you lemons. When life hands you an egg, you make an omelet. I don't know if it's like that. I don't know, man. I don't think I'd want to be a European soccer player. Although they make good money. I guess they make good money.
I don't think I'd want to be European.
Yeah, I'm glad to be American. America, damn it. Yeah. I'll be coming at you with eggs. Here. What if that became a tradition, though, somewhere? Some crazy market needs to do it.
I mean, there's egging houses that happens.
Ah, that's different.
And cars.
No, you're physically being, like, you're fearful for your life where you have to get out of the bus.
Man, they must be throwing those eggs hella hard.
Like, remember the Conor McGregor incident? When him and the hooligans were coming after the bus and that one weird incident?
Oh, yeah, and Conor McGregor literally threw a whole barrier at them.
Yeah. The MMA fighters did not feel the need, like they were like, oh, we're a little concerned, but none of them got out of the bus kind of worried it started running, you know?
Yeah.
So it's on that level. That's the level they know how crazy the fans are there. They're just like, fuck that. They're little.
They might burn us alive.
They might. Torches and shit. Speaking of torches, oh. Welcome back.
She's getting torched out there.
Are you getting torched out there?
I wasn't until they decided to give me a 7 top, and now a bar top is filling up.
You're doing great.
Why do they put big tops in the bar?
Let's just put it out there. If you could hold up coming on the border for about 30 minutes.
No.
We need to go on a wait time.
Yeah. Just hold your hunger.
No.
Hold your hunger out there, people. But yeah. So that took place. Let's see. So, all right. Ooh, and then I want to talk about this. The guy who got arrested 15 years for not working. 15 years for not working.
Okay, where does he live? Is it I'm assuming it's not America.
No, it's Italy. But
Italy.
But before I do that, just because some biology is taking place right now.
Oh my gosh.
If you had to name your top 3, because we're not going to continue this series, your top 3 sexiest athletes, and go all time. Do it now. 3 sexiest top athletes of all time. Go.
I may have to look up some people. Off the top of my head, Lindsey Vonn. You know who that is? You know who Lindsey Vonn is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Downhill skier.
Olympian.
On the cover of Body magazine, ESPN Body. Yeah. Does Sports Illustrated models count? Are they athletes? I mean, they're on Sports Illustrated. Does that count? I doubt that counts. I feel like that doesn't count.
I don't think that counts. We can show everybody another picture of the weather lady
That's true.
while you're thinking.
I mean, it's better. It's a better view than me
I've
and
got-
me and my dumb thinking face. You're gonna see the gear. You can actually see gears turning.
I've got one at the ready. So there.
Hope so.
Have you seen her leaked photos?
No. You said leaked. Really weird.
Leaked.
Leaked photos. I have not. I didn't know people were trying to leak her photos.
Yes.
I feel like I'm missing someone really obvious. There's Sharapova. She's got to be in there probably. Who's that golfer? Paige Spiranek or something like that.
Oh, I don't know her.
Oh, you don't? They literally had to change the WP, whatever the Women's Association is. They literally had to change the dress code just for her.
Because she dressed too sexy?
Something like that, yeah.
Or what? What's her name?
Paige?
Paige?
It's like I think it's Spiranek or something like that. I always forget how to spell her last name.
The Google result that comes up is Paige Spiranek nude color photo 2016 hot scene. What the heck? Images.
Yeah,
Is this her?
She's a golfer.
Is this her?
Let me look.
Oh,
Yeah, that's her.
who is that?
Oh, that's the person we had at the beginning.
The weather chick.
Yeah, but I showed him. I told him of a golfer, a female golfer. And now, are you gonna clip
What's
that?
the name?
Oh, yeah, I'm throw
What's the
that-
name? Because I have a list, by the way.
I'm gonna throw that in.
It wasn't on the list. The list that you posted, it wasn't on there. Her name is Paige.
Yes,
Oh, you do have her. Okay.
I do have her on the
Hey,
list.
Sporanic or what? I don't know.
Yeah, Spironic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lindsey Vaughn. I'd say Lindsey Vaughn.
Lindsey Vaughn's all right, although she's looking more, and she's staying in, as she's aging, she's staying
I haven't seen
nice.
her recently.
She does look a little more robotic somehow. I don't know what the hell, but she's beast. Paige, where is her?
You about to see a
Yeah,
photo.
there it is, Spironic.
You're
Yeah,
about to
pro
see-
golfer, Paige Spironic.
Let's see
Yeah,
a picture of her in a moment at some point.
her Instagram is fantastic.
By
Is
the
it?
way.
Is it?
Yes. Believe me, I did a lot of research for the athletes portion for last week. Did you see the shots I sent last week of Winifred Fernandez?
No.
She's Dominican and she's a volleyball player. Winifred Fernandez.
It looks like someone has a soft spot for volleyball
I love
players.
volleyball.
Man,
Oh, who was that sand volleyball player that was
believe me,
back in the Olympics?
Oh, back in the day?
Yeah.
Talking about Daisy Fuentes? No, that's way back in the day.
No.
I'm going way back.
No, there was what was her name? She was famous for a little bit. She was in the Summer Olympics like back 2004, 2008.
Oh, there was one I was wanting to. Damn it! See, I wish we could have done this because there was one I wanted to talk about. Her name is Robin Bone.
Robin Bone.
So it's a fantastic name, Robin Bone. When we're talking about hottest athletes, and her name's Robin Bone. She's Canadian, and she's a pole vaulter. So, but what's great about her, you look up Robin Bone, and what's great is she's had so many concussions from pole vaulting that when she does pole vault now, she has to wear a helmet.
Oh, God.
But her pictures outside of pole vaulting are fantastic. She definitely belongs on the list.
Oh yeah.
But I just find that quirky and funny that her name is Robin
Bone
Bone,
and pole vaulting.
pole vaulting, and she has to wear a damn helmet because she's hit her head so many fucking times.
What's who's Ryan Reynolds' wife?
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Jessica Biel. No. Lively. Blake
Blake
Lively.
Yeah, Blake Lively. She kind of reminds. She has the same look as Blake Lively. She kind of looks like.
Yeah. But Robin Bone was going to be on the list. I had a couple of surfers we were going to talk about. Pro surfer, man. To me, female pro surfers are just fucking hot, man. There's just no way around.
Well, actually, I don't know very many female pro surfers.
Yeah, there's not a ton of really popular ones. There was a couple we were going to talk about, but there's the UFC fighter, of course, Paige Van Sant. She's got great Instagram too, with her and her boyfriend, but she gets pretty risky. She does kind of risque pics with him on her Instagram, so definitely worth looking up, finding out. So, but yeah, Paige was Spiranac, pro golfer. There's actually a couple of pro golfers that are quite the hottie patati, and she's one of
Hottie
hottie patatis. Who was the other pro golfer I had? And there's a Norwegian snowboarder. Dude, just Norwegian snowboarder already just sounds hot. Like before she.
You know what? You're not lying. I don't know why, but yeah, that does sound like
Norwegian snowboarder.
I feel like.
Oh, Blair O'Neill is a pretty hot pro golfer / model. Blair O'Neill. So.
Oh look, you can go to Paige Sporanic for golfing tips.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I don't know if you
I'm
knew
sure
that.
you can.
Yeah.
So.
Holy.
Well, so did you come up with the top three, or was that just a top one? Paige was.
Well,
your
I had
number one?
talked something like that. I was considering, because I feel like I know some. I just don't know a lot of hot female athletes. I just know some.
Well, I was thinking of when we were looking at this. Of course, we were looking at most recent, but to me, I was thinking of it. Sometimes you just automatically think of all time, and I was thinking of Special K and myself, and I know that we really loved. See, we played tennis. We love tennis, and there's been some hotties since, but Anna Kournikova paved the way, and her ass ended up marrying who is it?
Enrique Iglesias.
Enrique Iglesias. But Anna Kournikova, man, she never even won a championship. I don't think she won
I don't
any.
think she won any majors or anything.
She didn't win
Yeah.
any majors, but like I'm telling you, it didn't matter. Later on, you had
Maria Sharapova.
Sharapova, of course, who was, and then she got caught up in the scandal or whatever, the PEDs or whatever.
Doping,
But
yeah.
Sharapova was a hottie too. But Kournikova, out of that Russian area.
Just like
I'm looking
This
at
is
it.
just
Yeah,
a-
I get it.
just a photo of her playing tennis. Just a,
That's just her playing tennis.
Yeah.
She's not dressing up for a photographer. Yeah, Kournikova she was kind of the pioneer, I think.
The pioneer.
Yeah, well, because think about it. Your previous tennis stars before that, I think maybe your hottest at that time may have been Chris Evert. Chris Evert,
Yeah.
because Steffi Graf, the queen, was just like, what the hell, get that out of here.
Martina Navratilova.
Yeah, Navratilova, like everything screamed lesbian about her, like dominant lesbian, like not just lesbian, but like I'm gonna kill you, lesbian. Like, I mean, I don't feel like I'm going too far. Navratilova just had that look about her. She scared the shit out of you. Billie Jean King was before that, and there was nothing hot about that.
That was the Battle of the Sexes one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
about the only one that I think that would battle with that a little bit, and I know I had a little bit of thinking for her growing up, was Jennifer
I
Capriati.
knew you were gonna say that.
And Capriati was another one that never ended up really winning any majors or whatever. But she was a hottie too. But she got caught up on doing
Majors.
majors.
What majors?
She didn't do. There's a guy playing the guitar on the corner there, trying to make some money.
Is that Tim? Is that Tim?
Yeah, I know. I was like, no, there's a girl with him. Never mind.
Can't be Tim.
Oh my God! Don't just say that out loud. God, what's wrong with me? Who are you looking at?
Jennifer Capriati.
Dude, she was hot. And she was my age, or I mean, she still
She
is.
was young.
She's still alive. But like, yeah, I liked her a lot.
Teen phenom.
Yeah.
She's 45.
Yeah. Damn it. Yep. So anyway, so there's that. But Kournikova was kind of that pioneer of that transition.
You don't even have to be a good tennis player. You're gonna make some money.
Right.
You're gonna get modeling contracts.
Right.
endorsements.
Capriati to me was just that next door girl looking hot, but then Kournikova took it to that next. Like, I'm a tennis player, but I'm also modelish, just like that Paige girl, the golfer. Anyway, man, went off on that sidetrack. That's my fault. But I don't mind talking about it. It's
No,
great.
I'm trying to figure out how you could get into a professional sport when you may not be that great at it.
You're good enough to be professional, but
Yeah.
you're not
Right. You're just not going to win
You're not
a
Serena
championship.
Williams.
Yeah, you're not going.
Yeah.
You're not going to win a championship.
Got you.
Jeannie Bouchard, though, right now, she's
Yes.
I don't even know who
Yeah,
that
she was
is.
on the list too.
I'm just like looking
Uh,
up tennis players now.
I have to look, but yeah, Gigi
Oh,
Bouchard.
yeah, she is good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's her name?
It's funny because when you first think
Look at this
about female athletes, not a lot of names come to your mind, which makes it a difficult category for the opposite reason that some of the other categories were so difficult.
people don't watch tennis.
But when you start looking them up and stuff, you realize these are people that are athletes. They take care of their bodies, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
you just may never heard of them.
that's a model.
I remember I thought.
Jeannie Bouchard.
Yeah, I had thought of like Julie Ertz. She's married to Zach Ertz with the. Is he still with the Eagles now, or is he somewhere else? Tight end for the Eagles.
I think it's still with the.
But she's with U.S. Women's Soccer. She's on the Olympic team and stuff. So.
Wow. How do you spell her name?
Jeannie Bouchard.
Like G-E-N.
J.
G-E-N-I-E.
Yeah.
Miss Eugenie was her name. But
Yeah,
they call her
Eugenie Bouchard, yeah.
Jeannie for short.
That's right.
Bouchard.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
a tennis player. So
Okay.
there you go.
That's
Hey.
She looks really cute right there.
Yeah. So there you go. Live and learn. Some good athletes out there.
There's some great athletes out there.
Some great athletes out there. Yeah. So let's see. I need to get to our next thing, which is the guy that gets arrested. Yeah, Guy gets arrested for not working for 15 years. Like, how the hell did he pull that off? Why did it take 15 years for him to get caught? I guess.
And how can you I don't know how I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand how you can get arrested for not working.
And is drunk Tim listening to this segment right now?
I
Is he like, hey, wait,
Inspiration.
I don't understand this. You're gonna have to explain this to
Is
me.
it a government worker or something?
I'm confused.
Yeah. All right.
As long as you're paying the bills, right? Right?
Mm,
Does it matter?
yeah, if you're a
You're not doing anything
responsible citizen, I suppose.
Yeah.
But he's probably, obviously, he's like rigging the system or doing something that's shady.
Well,
It's
I kind of want to know.
whatever.
I want to know his formula. I might want
He's alleged to have stopped turning into work to the, I'm going to obliterate this because it's Italian, Ciaccio Hospital in the southern city of Catanzaro in 2005.
He's a doctor.
He's now being investigated for fraud, extortion, and abuse of office, Italian news agency ANSA reports. He was reportedly paid $538,000, whatever the hell that symbol is. I'm
It's a
sure
euro.
I'm sure euros, which would be 464,000 us. I
How many
believe.
years?
A year, or just that's how much you got paid for the
Total?
entire 15 years?
Over the years,
Probably total, yeah.
yeah. So it's total. Over the years, he thought not to have been working. The arrests are the result of a lengthy police investigation into absenteeism and suspected fraud in the Italian public sector.
Absenteeism.
Public sector.
Yes.
Public sector. He was a
ab-
government employee.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
No,
What's
okay, so that now those
absenteeism?
totals add up
Not
because
going,
it's
not
like,
going to work.
That's a.
damn, that
Is
many over
that a
15.
law here? Is that a law here?
Probably not.
Well, not going to work. What do you mean not going? You can
Yeah.
choose
Well,
to
it's
not
kind
go
of
to work.
like it's like senators and stuff. They can make their own schedules. They're not required to go
Yeah.
to Washington for like a certain number of days. Like they don't have to go to all those votes, and a lot of them don't.
Mhm.
They get called out about it, but I don't think there's any law that makes them.
Huh.
If you vote for me, I would show up for every one of them. I don't know. The employee was a civil servant and was assigned to a job in the hospital in 2005. It was at this point he stopped going into work, the police said.
Wow.
The police have also accused him of threatening his manager to stop her from filing a disciplinary report against him. That manager later retired, police added.
Everybody
and-
forgot about him.
I mean, this has been going on for 15 years, for God's sakes. His ongoing absence was never noticed by the successor or human resources.
So wait. So how does payroll not pick this up?
They're just like they told us to pay him, and
Where's
he's
this five-
on the books.
Yeah, it
Oh
just
my
becomes so
God.
automatic. It's kind of like, yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
Nobody put in their request to stop the payments. It's like it just kept going.
Yeah, like, shit. Once you buy Netflix, you forget about the fact that it's going to charge you
Yeah.
every single fucking month. I don't know.
Can you imagine getting a job and never actually showing up, but since they already put you on the books, you just
fucking
just
get
the
paid.
pay. You get the pay.
Hey, just ask Bobby Bonilla, right? For the Mets?
Yeah, no kidding. They pay
He's
him-
going to still get $1 million per year until what, 2035?
Yeah,
That's
2035.
Yeah.
Worst contract ever.
There's the
Hey,
YouTube.
well, it depends on your point of view.
It's great for him.
There's the YouTube video, a YouTube channel called the Urinating Tree.
Yes.
In it's a sports channel. Every year they have Bobby Bonilla Day. Oh. They like celebrate, like, hey, you got paid again. It's really great.
Oh, that's fantastic. I wonder if it's direct deposit or if it's in that, like
If he had
like
to
it's
go-
the paidful
Monthly
handing over
installments.
of a check, you
Yeah,
know,
he-
like motherfucker.
It's got to be direct deposit because there's no way that he'd be able to go into work like, hey, you get your check. When was the last time you worked?
Hell, even the guy that was
Yeah.
responsible for some of that, the guy, he just passed away. The notable Ponzi scheme that's involved with the Mets and all that. What's his fucking name?
Madoff?
Madoff.
Yeah.
He passed away.
He died in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
A week ago.
Oh, is that recent?
Yeah, it's pretty
I
damn
didn't-
recent.
I didn't
He's
hear
in his
about
80s,
that.
82 or something like that.
I didn't hear about that.
He recently passed away. So, But the checks to Bonilla still live on. Yeah, paydays are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonder if he does these side hustles, or if he just waits on that fucking check. If he budgets it properly, or if he just totally blows it, like in the first week. You know, he
I
gets
got that other
million.
check coming.
I still can't believe
Puts
that.
everything on credit. I know I get paid.
I still can't believe that there's a law called absenteeism, as if like
Yeah,
it's actually the company's fault that you're not coming to work and you're getting paid.
yeah.
That's neglect on the company. So
Well, this is in Italy. You know, the laws could be a little bit different, a little screwy. We don't know.
They are, yeah.
So
Well,
it's
that's
not
stupid.
can't equate it to U.S. laws. So, but yeah, but he got away with it for 15 years. I don't know what the repercussions are. I was trying to look to see. So it's like, oh, you found this. What do you do to the guy now? You know, you're gonna try to make him pay it back. Does he go to jail? What happens? You know, he does a bullfight. Wait, that's Spain. Never mind. I guess he
enough.
goes to jail.
Close enough.
They go to jail for a couple of years.
Yeah.
The penalties are usually a lot less severe in Europe.
Hmm.
You know, you can go to prison for murdering your wife and get out in like 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
They say it's easier to murder your wife than get divorced in some countries.
Whoa.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm not even going to comment further.
That's some old, culture shit.
Yeah.
It is.
Like you've been around for so long, that's got to that point.
She no longer pull good plow. Or push good plow.
Is she living in Kazakhstan with Borat?
Yes. I like her.
She's number 2.
She's number 2 prostitute in all Kazakhstan. Let's see here. Before we get to the last thing here, which will be our happy ending of the day. Happy ending. I do need to let you know we are brought to you by some fantastic sponsors, which all have a theme today. So if you were listening or watching earlier, you know what that theme is, because we discussed it at length. But today, we are brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger, the, quote, Matthew Broderick of liqueurs. Also brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick. Keep your eyes open for Broderick's sequel to Being John Malkovich this summer, called Being a Complete Waste of Human Genetics. That's coming up. You gonna watch that in theaters or the HBO Max?
I mean, I don't know if I could. It's Matthew Broderick.
Also, yeah, you don't want to admit to paying for it.
Yeah. Like.
Also brought to you in part by
I mean,
Matthew
if
Broderick.
it's free, we'll see.
If it's free, we'll see. I like that. That's kind of catchy. If it's free, we'll see. Also brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick. Broderick comes with a 30-day return policy. If you keep your receipt, you can get your money back. If you have no receipt, you can exchange him for John Cryer, Michael J. Fox, or a bag of old pennies. Matthew Broderick. Hey, we're also brought to you in part by Nihilism. Nihilism. Like Matthew Broderick's career, your life is meaningless and void of anything meaningful. Nihilism. Why do you look so sad right now? I was having a good day, Chance. I didn't write this. Also,
Is it getting to me finally? Is
I think
is
so.
This nihilism beating
I
me
think
down?
so.
Hell no.
Also brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick. Look for Broderick's upcoming Netflix biographical documentary called Hollywood's Most Dickless Leading Man. Matthew Broderick. And last but definitely not least, we are brought to you in part by, guess who? Matthew Broderick.
Huh.
Matthew Broderick, lovingly referred to by his peers as, quote, the cancer of Hollywood.
Who are his peers? They're really shitty.
Matthew Broderick. He's got to get some better peers.
He's got to get some better friends.
Gotta get some better
Some peers, man. Your peers.
That just sounds like jealousy to me.
Yeah.
You ever heard of some jealousy in the biz? What was that? Is that our girl? Oh. So, with that being said, what have you learned today? You've learned that basically Matthew Broderick's a piece of shit. I mean, if you've been listening or watching or paying attention at all, if we're even on in the background right now while you're doing the dishes, you know that Matthew Broderick's a piece of shit. That's what you've been listening to today. Also, you would know the NBA is happening. We're getting close to playoff time. You know, the Thunder are tanking, right? You know, that kind of shit. You know that I picked the 76ers to cover no matter what the spread is tomorrow night.
55 points.
Fuck. Sixers win by 56. Like, damn. Damn, that was crazy. So
It's gonna. Oh, that spread's gonna be high.
it might be now. It might be.
I just saw that Philadelphia's number 2 in the East. I didn't realize they were number 2.
They're going number 2. Well, they are number 2. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays. It'll be interesting. Whatever.
I think you're
But
right.
now-
I think you're right. I think it's gonna happen.
You think so?
Yeah.
Go 6-0?
Yeah.
But we are coming to the end. We are coming to the happy ending, if you will. And this girl, her name is Kinsey Wolanski. She is infamous because 2 years ago, about this time, about give or take, and we talked about her on the show at the time as well. Fantastic. Her name is Kinsey Wolanski. She got herself famous all of a sudden for streaking during a Champions League match. Interrupted the match. They had to go.
Got to make it exciting somehow.
I was going to say they had to go tackle her, but that's not really what's happened. They kind of were like, she's so hot that they were just like, okay, come on, let's get off the field. Excuse me, miss. Excuse. And she's wearing this this thing, and it's basically advertising for her boyfriend's porn company. It's Vitali Uncensored, Vitaly is how it's spelled.
Right.
Vitali, he's Russian. Vitali Uncensored, I don't know if she's Russian. I don't care. Really don't
Did
give
she
a shit.
participate in his business?
Like, does she have any videos? I haven't deep dived into this
What
research.
kind of researcher are you?
I know. I only looked up her Instagram, which she's now credited because of this incident. She's now jumped up in popularity. She has now 3.7 million followers.
Hey, you got to get those you get those million followers is how you can.
Yeah, and you can look.
Yeah.
You can look her up. IG. It's Kinsey. It's pretty simple actually. It's just Kinsey. KINSEY. Lowercase. All lowercase.
And this is how her name got known, right? For streaking.
Yeah, it's not like she went and wrote a nice paper, or it's not like she's
Worked hard at some
she
skill.
hasn't invented anything.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, she didn't invent mayo chup. She literally ran out onto the field of a soccer match and got escorted off, and now here she is. So, but you know what? We're not totally against that. We're all for some shameless promotion.
Right.
I mean, we just talked
We
about
need
Matthew
to- we need
Broderick
to do
for
it.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
We need to do
We're
more
gonna
of
go
it, honestly.
streaking.
Somebody needs, we need a streak on some whatever level football match or something. We just nominated you.
match.
Bout?
Game.
Football? Yeah, football. Whatever.
Has anyone ever streaked at a baseball game?
Ooh.
Run the bases.
That's a big field to streak on, too,
It
man.
is. Yeah, running the bases? Yeah, that would actually be a good
I
streak.
bet there
If you get
has.
all the way
I bet
home.
if you did your research, I bet there has.
Wait.
I bet there's been some streaking in baseball.
There has been. I remember the video of a lady that came out who obviously had some work done. Like huge.
You gotta show it off, man.
Huge.
Huge
I mean,
work-
like,
huge
but
work done.
her shirt was on.
Yeah.
But she had still ran out onto the field. It's like from the 80s or the 70s.
Mm.
She's blonde.
So early days of the scientific work. So there might be
I
a
bet-
little,
Pioneer in the industry.
She was a pioneer of the industry, yeah.
Right.
All right.
Maybe it was the
The
90s.
streaking community.
A real pioneer of the streaking community.
Well, So with that, we're coming to an end on this fine Sunday, the 25th. We hope you all are having a great day out there. We got beautiful weather here, a little windy for us, but definitely beautiful weather here in Oklahoma City. But we are the Idiots Talk Sports. We will be talking at you later. Until next time, y'all have a great week, and you're welcome for the images of this Kinsey chick.
You're welcome.
For our happy ending. You're welcome. We don't have to wait for you to say thank you on that shit. Yeah, athletes. That page chick. I think I would have made her number one. It was gonna be a tough one. I just needed to find some more scantily clothed pictures for her.
Well, there's plenty of those.
Yeah, the golf outfit is always sexy by itself, but then
I don't know. Some females. I feel like female surfers. I bet their Instagram is really good. There's probably a lot of bikini.
pro surfers. Shoot, but you get that salt water up in there though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's get tried out.
They are so.